Good morning, students. Welcome to your computer class. As in our earlier class, we had discussed about some topics: creating a bulleted list, numbered list, and also how we can change the style of our bullets and numbers. So let's revise them first and then we will come to the next topic. So, coming to the textbook, creating a bulleted list. Bulleted list or unordered list. So you can call it a bulleted list also and unordered list also. Is used to show the items in a particular order. Bullets are used to list the contents in such a way that it looks more organized. As in your text editor, UL tag is used for unordered list and li is used in front of the list items. This is a container tag, so it also has a opening tag and a closing tag. So how you will create it? First type UL before the list, then type li in front of each item in the list, type \UL at the end of the list. As you can see, the result list of computer devices: monitor, mouse, keyboard, printer. These all have been displayed with a bulleted list, means unordered list in your web browser. A bullet appears in front of each item in the list. So by this pattern you can write any of the particular items according to the user requirement. Whatever items you want to display in your web page: list of fruits, leaders, mountains, cities, you can use UL if you want a bullet style. Otherwise, next topic, creating a numbered list. This list also you can use, but for displaying items in a specific order, just like writing an instruction or contents of a table, because for them you need a numbering pattern. Here in the above UL, we can represent the number of items in any order and it will be displayed. But if you have to write name of a students according to the roll number or with the roll number, so how you will display in your web browser? So you need numbered list. Numbered list or ordered list on your web page for displaying items in a specific order, such as set of instructions or table of contents. So in the text editor, notepad or word processor, whatever you are using, OL tag. OL tag is used for ordered list, and li, as I have already told you, list items. So at last we will close the OL tag with a backslash because it is also a container tag. So how you will write it? Type OL before the list, li in front of each item in the list, type \OL at the end of the list, and see the result as displayed: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 10 with the items name, monitor, mouse, keyboard, printer. The ordered list is displayed by the web browser and a number appears in front of each item in the list. I hope it is very well clear to you, OL and UL. Now, coming to the next topic, setting a bullet style. You can change the style of an unordered list. For example, in place of bullets, you can place circle, disc or square. Here UL type equals to double inverted comma, and that you have written the style name like a square, circle, disc, as you have seen in many notebooks also for writing points, features, characteristics. If numbered list is not used, then in place of that bulleted lists are used, but with different style. In square also, disc also, circle also. How you will write it? Type UL before the list. Type, here question mark is given, there you will write the name of the style which you want. UL tag replacing question mark with a bullet style code, for example circle, disc, square. Type circle or disc for solid circular sheet, bullet. Type square for solid square bullet. So circle, disc and square, three of them you can use. In this example, the bulleted list uses solid square bullets. Type LI in front of each item in the list and type \UL at the end of the list. So you can see the result. So this is again came with a black dot style. This is a solid circle or square shape. I think I will zoom it. Yes, it is in a square shape. Okay, so it's a solid square shape. So by this you can change your bullet style. Setting a number style. So there is also an option to change the number style. You can change the style of an ordered list. For example, in place of 1, 2, 3, you can place A, B, C or small 1, 2, 3 Roman numbers. Okay. For that, OL type equals to inverted comma A, as you are writing square, circle, disc in UL tag. So here you will write A, Roman, capital A, small Romans, okay, and close with \OL. Type OL before the list. Type within the OL tag, replacing with a number style code. Like for capital ABC, you will write A, small ABC, you will write A. For Roman numbers 1, 2, 3, you will write 1 there, and small Roman numbers again 1 and 1, 2, 3. Type LI in front of each item in the list and type OL at the end of the list. And you will see the number list is displayed in the style you have selected. In this example, the list uses small alphabetical letters rather than numbers, because here you have written OL type A. You can see here OL type A, and here OL is closed. So easily you can see ABCD format, and in that your items is made displayed in your web browser. Okay. Now, as I have told you in earlier class that we will start with the new topic, formatting. HTML provides a number of other tags to format text. These tags fall into two categories: logic style and logical tags and physical style tags. Okay. So these tags are used to format the text. Means changing the style or appearance of the text. So first, logical style. Let's see what is this. Logical style tags allow a browser to interpret the tag based on browser setting. Whatever browser setting is there, it will interpret with that and relative to other text on a web page. Like the H2 heading tag, for example, is a logical style tag that indicates that the heading text should be larger than the regular text. Means H2 heading is there, so it will be larger than the regular text but smaller than text formatted using an H1 heading tag. Means larger than the regular tag, like we are writing some text, the fox jumped on the table, so it's a regular tag. Okay, regular style text is there. H1, as you know, is the first level of heading. It is the largest one, biggest one. So H2 will be what? Smaller than the H1, and H2 will also larger than the regular text. The strong tag is another logical style tag which indicates that the text should have a strong emphasis and for which most browsers interpret and display the text in bold font. It has an emphasis on the text. So that's why the browsers display the text in bold font. Now, physical style tags specify a particular font change that is interpreted strictly by all browsers. For example, to ensure that text appears in bold font, you would enclose it between a start B and end B tag. For bold, we are using B. For italic, I, underline U. So here physical tag is specify particular font. Means it will change the appearance of the font that is interpreted strictly by all browsers. So let's see the difference between logical style and physical style tags. So logical tag, they are designed to mention the meaning of the enclosed text. Whatever text is enclosed, they are designed to mention the meaning. Logical tag. Physical tag, they are designed to provide certain instructions regarding the display of enclosed text. So in logical tag, they are mentioning the meaning, and here they are providing certain instructions regarding the display of the enclosed text, how it will be displayed. They carry certain obligations, but in physical tag, they are extremely straightforward. Logical tag, they are used to mention visually impaired texts. In physical tag, they are used to indicate the specific character which need formation. Like logical tag, syntax is there, tag name, characters to be formatted. Again, tag name means opening and closing. And physical tag, the format is used here is tag name means opening tag, characters to be formatted, and then closing tag name. Here the pages are more accessible. Easily we can access the pages, but in physical tag, page accessibility is comparatively low. Okay. Let us see the example of logical tags. Strong, in the textbook also we have seen. This strong tag implies that the text is of great importance. Such tags are used by search engines to understand the page for better search results. Physical tag B. This tag will make the text bold, as I earlier told you. I. This will make the font style of the text italic. So physical tags are simple and straightforward tags that decide the appearance of the text, how the text looks. These were invented to provide style to the HTML pages. But in logical tags are used to give information about the text written in HTML pages. So main difference you are seeing that logical tags are used only to give information about the text, and here they are providing style to the HTML pages. Clear? So coming back to the textbook, I hope it is clear to all. Now, bold, italic, underline text. The appearance of the text can be changed by making it bold, italic, or underline to emphasize important information on the web. Like any important word is there in your web page, you are writing some information, you are making a web page on some particular topic. So in that there are some words, important words or important lines written. So you can highlight them, emphasize them, that they are important. So for that you can use bold, underline, italic. Let's see how you will do this. For bold text, you will write type B in your text editor in front of the text which you want to appear in bold, and then close \B. Italics, type I in front of the text which you want to appear in italics. Type \I at the end of the text. Underline, type U in front of the text which you want to appear underlined, and type \U at the end of the text. So see, P plain text, BR PM Publishers \P, then P bold text, PM Publishers, B and \B, I \I, U \U. Here you can see in these blocks, this one, and this one, and how it appears. See here it appears in a bold, in italics, and in underline. So by this way you can change your text appearance. Okay. Now coming to the next topic, strike, subscript, superscript, and typewriter style text. you can add to your text to make your page visually appealing. First, strike. Strike specifies that the enclosed text should be displayed with a horizontal line striking through the text. Here, striking means you have written any name like computer, okay? COMPUTER, this way. So this is striking, okay? On your text, this is striking. A horizontal line is drawn on your text. Enclosed text should be displayed with a horizontal line striking through the text. Subscript specifies that the enclosed text should be displayed as a subscript using a smaller font as compared to the rest of the text. Means whatever text you have written, in that rest of the text looks bigger, but one text should be displayed with a subscript format, means small, like you have written a formula, okay, H2O. So by using subscript, it will show in your browser like this. So rest of the text is bigger and one is small, okay? It appears slightly below the normal text. So you have seen it. Now superscript specifies that enclosed text should be displayed as superscript using a smaller font as compared to the rest of the text, but it appears slightly above the normal text. And in subscript it was written, it appears slightly below the normal text. Okay, like you are writing any question, a square plus b square, a square plus b square. So how you will write this? With the help of superscript, okay? This can be written with the help of superscript. Using a smaller font as compared to the rest of the text, and it appears slightly above the normal text. Typewriter specifies that the text should be rendered in fixed width typewriter font. It is used to set the fixed width. Means whatever width you have chosen should be fixed. Okay. So the text should not look bigger or smaller while writing. It have a equal width of a text while writing or displaying in a web browser, whatever width you have set. How you will write this? So strike text, type strike in front of the text you want to appear in strike through, type backslash strike at the end of the text. Subscript, type sub in front of the text you want to appear in subscript, type backslash sub at the end of the text. Superscript, type sup, S-U-P, in front of the text you want to appear in superscript and type backslash sub at the end of the text. For subscript, you will write sub sub, and for subscript, you will write sup. Typewriter text, TT in front of the text you want to appear in typewriter, and type backslash TT at the end of the text. The text as strike through, subscript, superscript and typewriter is displayed by web browser. You can see over here. Strike through, PM publisher, a horizontal line is drawn on the text. Now subscript and superscript is also shown, and typewriter text. Fixed width. Sub stands for subscript. This tag is used to display the specified text below the normal text. As an example, H sub 2 sub O. You can see here. This is the best example. For writing H2O, you will write H, then sub, then 2 backslash sub O, because you want this to be smaller, means below the normal text. So here this 2, you can see H and O are in their normal text form, but 2 is smaller than rest of them. Okay, as an output. Likewise, SUP stands for superscript. This tag is used to display the specified text above the normal text. So O SUP 2 backslash SUP is square of O and will give O2 as an output. So here also this sup and backslash SUP. So 2 will go above the normal text. So by this way, you can use different strike, subscript, superscript and typewriter style text for changing the appearance of the text if any important word, line or text is there in your web page. Also, you have seen logical and physical style under the formatting heading. I hope this all will be clear to you. Bold, italic, subscript, superscript. Now, centering the text we will see in the next class. You can emphasize on some important information by centering the text. Means if you want to write a text in a center on a web page, so what you will do? See here, computer system, it is in center of the text. So for that we are using a center tag. Like earlier we are using right, left, center for the alignment. Here also center tag, which is also having a opening tag and closing tag. With H1 here it is written computer system, so it is displaying computer system in the center. Changing font of text, how you will change the font of the text, like different styles, looks, means appearance, like Times New Roman India we will write it. Again Calibri is there, Comic Sans is there. These are names of the font which you can use to change the style of your text. Here see Comic Sans, MS Arial. So the result which will come here, see normal text, and above a computer is an electronic machine, it has a different look, means font has been changed. Also we will see font of text, in that changing the size of the text, how you will change the size of the text. These three things we will discuss in our next class, how we can change the size of the text and also the appearance, means font face of the text. Okay, and centering the text. So today we had discussed about strike, subscript, superscript, type पर writer text, bold underline text, formatting, logical style text and physical style text. Okay, thank you.